Hey guys, welcome to BTech. Gina here with a very quick comparison between the brand new, just announced Honor 8 and the iPhone 6s. Looking at them, and they're both gorgeous phones side by side. They're very different from each other. You've got a full glass body on the Honor 8, but this one is super shiny. It's going to be a fingerprint magnet, but it's also gorgeous. It comes in a couple of different colors. My favorite would probably be that dark blue. The iPhone 6s is a full metal body and it feels smooth and soft in the hand. Super premium. Probably edges out this one, but it's not surprising given that price difference. So looking at the screens, and the Honor 8 is slightly bigger. It's got 5.2 inches of full HD goodness compared to 4.7 inches on the iPhone 6s. It's actually got a more sort of beautiful screen as well. It's got a pixel density of 423 pixels per inch compared to the iPhone's sort of lackluster 326 pixels per inch. So I've got to say the Honor 8 takes out the screen category. What's under the screen though is the hardware, and the Honor 8 is actually disappointingly rocking last year's chipset. It's got a Kirin 950 in there, as opposed to say the 955, which you'll find in the Huawei P9. Huawei of course owns Honor, so we were expecting to see the 955 in the Honor 8, but anywho, still go Honor, you're doing great. Inside the iPhone 6s you'll find the Apple A9 chipset. Apple always a solid performer there. There's 32 gigabytes of internal storage with a micro SD card slot on the Honor 8. Woohoo! The iPhone line, they never have an SD card slot, which is a serious shame. You've got to choose between your sizes. You can go 16, 64 or 128 gigabytes. Taking a look at the cameras, and they're both rocking 12 megapixel rear cameras, although turn that Honor 8 around, it's actually rocking dual 12 megapixel rear cameras. Yep, it's got two back cameras just like the P9, although this time they're not like a branded, but you'll still find one RGB sensor and one monochrome sensor on the back of that Honor 8. We are super excited to try this camera out. We will have a full camera review up for you when we get our hands on an Honor 8. We all know that the iPhone 6s takes some pretty awesome pictures, so we'll see how different they really are when we can compare them properly. So the Honor 8 is running Android, the iPhone is running iOS. You've got a sort of iOS experience with the Honor 8. You've got to swipe left and right to get to all of your apps. This one is running Emotion UI 4.1, which is the best Emotion UI we've seen, although it always is a love-hate relationship with Emotion UI. It's pretty clunky. There's lots you can do though if you are someone who likes to tinker around with their phone. And finally, the Honor 8 has a future-proofed USB Type-C charging port, woohoo, and a massive 3000 milliamp battery. Compare that to the 1700 milliamps you'll find on the iPhone 6s, and it looks pretty bad on paper, but you've got to remember that the iPhone is optimized to perform on a 1700 milliamp battery power and should get you through a full day. Honor is claiming that the Honor 8 should get you through a day and a half if you're a moderate user, so it does edge out the iPhone there, but of course we will put that to test when we can. Onto the very important price range, and you're dealing with £369 for the Honor 8. A little bit disappointed in that price, I've got to say, because when the Honor 7 came out it was £250 and it was a market leader pushing those flagship specs for a seriously mid-range price. They've really bumped up their price tag by what, £120 this year. It's a little bit disappointing, but I guess you do get a much more beautiful phone this year. It's light, it's thin, it's shiny, it's a couple different colors. It is really a stunning phone. So there you go, you're paying at least £540 for the iPhone 6s. So it depends what you're after. You've got Apple versus Honor, iOS versus Android, and a mega price tag versus a not quite mid-range, but not mega either. Let us know which you prefer in the comments section below. I hope you found this comparison useful. Thanks for watching BTech.